Welcome to Market Makers. Today we're joined by Shane Liebenthal. He is the managing partner of SBL Technology Solutions and a principal of Liebenthal Ventures. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Thanks so much for having me, Gene.
So Shane, tell us your story.
Sure. My story starts with nearly failing a critical internship that I had back in college. The internship was a great one at a top bank, one I always wanted to work for. The only problem was the internship consisted of basic data analytics and programming to which I had no experience in prior. But I thought, no problem. I've been my family's tech support guy my whole life, fixing my grandparents' internet. I'm gonna be okay. The internship starts. I wasn't okay. Turns out learning how to program from scratch is quite challenging. But I composed myself, took a bit and said, okay, how do I break this problem down into more manageable chunks? Thanks to Google and sticky notes, which I had all over my desk. I had code snippets and logic. It looked completely ridiculous, but it worked. I taught myself how to code and loved programming while doing so. Fast forward through today, my career since has been in the data and software engineering space, all culminating with starting my own tech consulting firm, SBL Technology Solutions, where we specialize in data, automation, web development, and coding bootcamps.
With automation comes a lot of sensitive data being passed through the computer systems. How do you ensure that that data doesn't end up in the wrong hands?
Yeah, great question. And as we know, cybersecurity is critical these days. We hear about a new data breach every other day. There's lots of processes and controls in place that exist to try to help mitigate the risks of cyber. They're obviously not all fail-proof because we do have data breaches, so you just try to do your best with the best practices that exist today.
So you do a lot of angel investing. What's a guaranteed red flag when you hear a pitch?
Sure. Unfortunately, there's many of them.
Oh, no.
But yes, but a couple of them are time's running out, you need to invest now. That pressure that it's going to happen now, you're going to run out of time. The best one, though, honestly, is the projections. You tend to see projections in a pitch deck that are just always that J curve, and somehow they're at zero revenue today, and they go to 100 million within a couple years. That doesn't happen ever, let alone in a vast majority of startups, which we see often.
Shane, who's your ideal customer?
Sure, there's really not necessarily a specific type of customer. I've mentioned banks a lot. We work with a lot of the big banks. We also work with startups, and really not industry specific either. We work with kind of everyone.
What's one piece of advice that you would give to your younger self?
Sure, and luckily it's one that I was given to myself by my dad, who I'm extremely close with. He always said, make sure you take advantage of any opportunity given. You only get so many, which rings very true when I think back over my life. Opportunities that I didn't take advantage of, whether I was too scared or I thought it was a long shot, those are normally the things I regret.
Shane, your story showed us the importance of seizing opportunities in life and career. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Thanks a lot.